Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Come Through. This is episode what, Ashley?
121.
Woo! We're grown.
There we go. Grown and sexy.
Grown and sexy.
I like that.
We're going to get into it. Thank you guys for coming back and listening another week. Come Through Thursday. It's your girl, fLexx Luther.
Big flex.
Signing into the building. And you know who I'm here with? My A1, my day one, my motherfucking dog, Ashley J.
It's me, Ashley J. Y'all know I ask one thing and one thing only, friends, that you put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog.
Put some respect on it.
Thank you,
Could
Elijah.
all be so simple. Thanks, Elijah. And like we said, this is episode 121. Let's get into it. Shout out to Jericho on the beat with our intro.
Fucking it up one
That's
time.
right. The Beta LA, baby. It's
Lit.
California over everybody.
Everybody. I was talking to somebody last night, actually, and we were, smoking that good California weed.
As one does.
Yes, the friend is from New York, living in Atlanta, and he's just like, oh my gosh, every time I come out
His mind
here.
was blown.
He goes, he's been here before.
Okay.
But he says, every time I come out here, like, I'm hitting the weed shop. They're on every corner. Like, I'm going to every one. Because guess what? First timer, guess what? He's like,
10% off, 20% off. Give me the free eighth. Give me the joint.
Literally. He's like, there's nothing like it. I'm like, oh, that's right. He goes, I don't care. Anybody from California, from the NorCal to SoCal tells me they got weed. I trust
believe
them.
it. I believe it.
It's good. It's good weed.
Well, speaking of weed, I know that New York legalized.
Yes, recently.
So they have they probably had dispensaries, but now they're legal.
Yeah.
So that's promising because they had nothing but Reggie Bush out there. Like
horrible.
Like
not Reggie
oregano.
Bush. No, it was literally horrible. I remember years ago, but I did smoke some of that New York weed, and boy, was it horrible.
And it wasn't a good cough. It wasn't a chronic cough. It was like, oh my God, my throat.
It burned.
My throat.
It burned. Well, speaking
trachea.
of weed, again, 420 just passed. Let's do a little catch up and talk about what we did.
That is my holiday. Y'all know.
I know.
We once had a brand. We still have a brand called Sleepy Stoner. So this is my time to celebrate and shine like the star that I am.
That's right.
420. So, of course, there's no one better to link up with than Flaco Verde. Flaquito. So he put us on to this really cool. My 420 was random, as anybody's should be. One of the events we pulled up to.
Actually, you had Nacho Libre right now. Like, what is going on?
Yes, we pulled up to a wrestling, a luchador event, right? That's the right term? Mm-hmm. It was so much fucking fun. I've never been to a wrestling match. I see why people are still WWE and Raw fans to this day. It's fucking fun to just
good times.
Be a fan, and you know it's fake, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So the fight that we saw was a chick, Delilah, who beat this big dude up.
Wait, a girl against a guy?
It was a girl against
a guy.
And she won. She won.
Oh, no, that's right.
I like that.
Women empowerment.
That's right. I was like, Women History Month ain't over.
Okay.
It was really fun. It was really fun. So I got to see people jump off the top rope. And no matter what, no matter how fucking fake it is, it's just like you have to be an athlete to do all that shit.
Oh, for sure.
Like you're still falling on your shoulder on a fucking mat.
You gotta finesse it so you don't get hurt.
And it still has to look believable, right?
Right.
So it was fun. They had tons of weed stuff and they were giving out and
Free?
They had
The
dabs
freebies?
and weed for you to smoke and roll up and bong grips and all that stuff. Went to another party that was giving out infused joints and they had it was skate stuff everywhere too. So two of my faves.
Yeah,
exactly.
Say less.
Exactly. And then we went to Glass House Fest, which was really fun. The headliners were Duckworth, and they had Guap Dad 4000 there. So it was just fun. It was a fun kind of day, and they were all free fucking events, bro.
That's awesome. Because they're all sponsored by these weed companies and weed brands and whatnot. Yeah,
exactly.
That's, and if you don't know, you're under a rock, but the marijuana industry is $1 billion industry at this point.
But
only growing.
Billion.
I think in our lifetime we'll see it get to trillions. I believe it.
I believe it because now even people who were against smoking are more lenient to it or smoking themselves or interested in CBD or tinctures or balms or some kind of use of cannabis.
Absolutely.
So
it's everywhere. It's so much more accepted. I mean, even like the way I feel like people in our parents' generation even talk about it compared to before, compared to how they like were like talked about it or thought about it before. It's night and day.
For
night
sure.
and day. Like it was a federal like offense where you could like go to jail for a super long time, and now it's like everyone's walking around. It's just
smoking weed, you smoking crack, same shit in my house.
Right.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
It's night and day.
There's still some exceptions to that rule.
How do you feel about it? Because it's on the road to become federally legal everywhere in the U.S., right? How do you feel about that?
I'm with it. I mean, for me, it's all about, we say it all the time, know your drugs, know your strengths. If you've tried smoking or you know you just don't like it, that's cool. I'm fine with that. But I feel like people who do and are able to be functional and do what they need to do, they're not hurting anybody. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like, because this is how I feel, I guess I've thought about it this way more. I feel like once it becomes federally legal, kind of what happened to like the sneaker industry is going to be what happens to the marijuana, weed, cannabis industry.
But it's like, do you prefer that, or do you prefer people getting locked up for a fucking joint? You know what I mean? And like getting fucking damn near football numbers for a joint in Louisiana, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
So I say fuck it. I know that they're gonna tax the shit out of it,
and then it's gonna. I feel like the quality is gonna go down. Because think about like Jordans now. The quality of the Jordans that are coming out now in 2020, 21, 22 versus the ones that came out in like 03 or, you know what I mean, even before that, like totally different. Made so much cheaper now. So much more for like that mass production when you're literally like selling them 3 times the price of what before. That's what I feel like.
I see what you're saying when it comes to sneakers. When it comes to weed, I don't think that's the case, because even where it is right now, the percentages have gone up. I was talking to Ray. I was like, could you imagine back when we started smoking, if you smoked some shit that was 30%?
Like when we were like kids?
Yeah, like, or.
I mean, just kidding, Nona. When we were 16.
She done dry snitched on herself.
Right, like totally at least 16.
Yeah, like at least. I did not. I'm an athlete, and I'm not going to poison my body.
Too, until 8th grade.
So I did not smoke until literally I was done with high school sports. The second semester of my senior year is the first time I smoked. And then I still smoked out of an apple, because I was like, an apple away keeps the doctor away.
Okay, I'm dead. You're silly as fuck. Oh my god.
And also, we didn't have pipes, or nobody could roll, so the best thing was an apple.
Apple was a clean smoke. I ain't gonna hold you. You know that actually
tasted a little fruity.
Yeah, you know,
yum.
I might want to dip back into the apple bag, because that doesn't sound too shabby. It sounds real healthy, real
Lexi's
clean.
Gonna be carrying around bags of apples.
Can you imagine?
I prefer a Granny Smith to a crisp, because it's just a little.
Ooh.
It's a little sour. It goes great with your sour diesel.
I'm dead. Not you pinning apples in strands together. Dead. No, but I had the same mentality, but that only lasted through middle school. Once I got to high school, I was out the window.
Yeah, I held strong. I really prided myself.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, look at me now.
I know. Look at you now.
Look at me now. But I definitely think that weed should be legal across the board, and with that, I think the caveat of it being federally legal, I think all the people who had solely weed-related offenses, their sentences should be reduced, or they should be, what's the proper word? Amended, annulled, whatever.
Acquitted?
Acquitted. Yes. Acquitted for it.
I agree.
You must acquit. Exactly. Acquitted for it, and they should have opportunities that if they wanted to go into that industry, there should be shit like veterans have like stuff to do, small businesses.
It's true, because even like, so I had to renew my license recently, and on there, you know, asks if you have a felony, if you have it in it, because for voter registration, it asks that. And if you have a felony, you can't vote, right? Or no,
I think it's restricted.
It's like restricted or something like that. Or definitely if you've done prison, like a certain amount of prison time. I know, like
I think it depends on the offense.
I think it does depend. But anyways, the point is, some people are in that position because of weed, because of a couple grams, a joint of weed, like you said, like a gram of weed. Like, that's insane. Like, you're taking away my rights as a citizen now, or limiting my rights as a citizen because I smoked God's flower?
The devil's lettuce?
It's not. It's not. That is a false narrative that they've pinned upon.
It was a burning bush in the Bible, bitches.
Right.
What'd you think it was?
And that's why it smelled like shit. If that would have been weed, y'all would have been... Nobody would have been pressed at all. They would have said, ooh, this smells good. Come on, Helen, you and the family come over for dinner.
Come on, Helen.
You know?
Well, that's our take on weed. Obviously, Come Through stands by it.
Obviously, we support. My 420 actually wasn't crazy at all. It was just another day in the life of a regular weed smoker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't smoke more than I would. I didn't smoke less than I would. I smoked just the amount that I would on the daily basis.
Yeah.
And, basically that. And, I attempted to meet up with my girl Ash because we were in the same neck of the woods. And you know what I did, guys? I fell asleep.
Sleepy stoner.
Yeah. Sleepy stoner.
Yep.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yep.
But, every dog has his day, and there'll be another day we'll all just be super lit. But I've had so many great 420s.
That one can, usually that's my approach. If something happens. If not, I'm going to smoke the same amount of weed as I normally do. You know what I mean? I do need to bring back the smoke-a-thon, though. It's been a minute since I've had one, and I think next 420 I'm going to put back
and we'll do like a potluck or something.
Yeah.
Because we obviously are going to need to eat because, come on.
And it's just exactly an excuse to eat, really. That's what 420 is for me. We're going to smoke some weed, and we're going to find great munchies.
Yes.
And we found a fantastic taco truck downtown, and it was just the perfect way to end the night. It was just like Ray found it on Yelp. They had 5 stars, a bunch of reviews. We pulled up. We ordered just like a bunch of shit to try, all of us. It was 3 of us, and we just fucking beasted that shit.
That's the way to go.
So that was my 420. I had a great time.
Speaking of munchies, I see you got back in your Betty Crocker bag this weekend. Actually, I'm going to say Martha Stewart bag this weekend because I love me some Martha.
I love Martha too. She a G. Mm-hmm. Yes, the British Bake Off was a big thing, and Ray was like, "Ooh, I really want some cake," and I was like, "I could fuck up some pound cake out of any."
You're very particular about your desserts.
Yeah,
you are. But when you make it, you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. So I was
like, he forced you with the Nutella. Sorry to cut you off.
Yes.
Go ahead, tell a story.
So Ray and Lexi have bonded on the fact that they're fucking Nutella maniacs.
Obsessed right now.
Yes, it's like,
it's bad.
I'm gonna show y'all the fucking size fucking Nutella thing that Ray.
Oh my gosh, I seen it today. I was dying inside.
It's the size of my face.
Literally.
It's literally like this big. Anyway, so he brought that. Yes, he made me make some sort of dessert. He's been bugging me, and I'm just like, I don't want to make anything. And he was like, cake. I was like, okay, I can make a pound cake. Fine. Right. And then I was like, I'm going to cheat. I think it is Betty Crocker. She has a box of pound cake that's like pretty solid.
Yes.
It's really good when you don't feel like making the full thing from scratch and really sitting there.
I love box cake.
I'll fuck up a box cake.
Box cake is my favorite type of cake. They've literally perfected it.
Yeah.
It's better than Wonder Bread.
Yes, it is better than Wonder Bread. Yeah, so I made that, and I was like, high, like always. And I was like, ooh, I have this horchata mix over here. And then I was like, ooh. He was like, Nutella, make a Nutella frosting. And then I was like, ooh, I can make a marbled cake. Ooh. So I made a little bunt that was a horchata pound cake with Nutella and like vanilla bean frosting. And then I made a full loaf like you normally do. I made a loaf, and it was marbled vanilla bean, Nutella, and then vanilla bean. And then it was fucking flight.
Crunch
and then
pecan, right?
And then I put pecans on top. Pecans,
whatever. Tomato and tomato, right? No,
pecans on top. That shit is flight. I'm gonna make another one today, after this.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm
so
ready.
You can stay if you want.
Like, hang out for a while.
Hang out. There'll be cake. Let them eat cake.
Well, threaten me with a good time now, okay?
The shit was fucking flight.
Yeah, it looked amazing, but I expect nothing less from you.
Yeah, so
bring that to my housewarming party.
Speaking of, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Got my new place to get my keys later this week. So, yeah, I'm going to start moving on in and, party at Lexi's, all right?
Casa de Lex.
Casa de Sexy Lexi.
Wait. Ew.
We tried to do French. That's clearly not one of our good ones.
We need to practice.
Yeah.
We need to practice.
But no, my place is definitely not going to be the party spot.
French.
But
I like that you said casa and then we made the accent French. Bitch.
Why did we do that?
Ugly Americans. Do y'all know anything?
What is wrong with us?
Do you?
Not me and Asia not being able to stop doing the New York accent around her New York friend. You know they hate that shit.
We don't sound like that. Can I get that water? Yes, you do. That's exactly how you sound.
I'm going to say here for the record, he told me I sounded like I came just off of Goodfellas. Francis and Cecilia, what can I say? All right, forget about it.
That was the wrong fucking compliment for her. That's the wrong fucking compliment.
I'm literally never gonna stop. All right. I said, what are you doing here? I don't know. Why you do it?
Why you do it?
No, literally, I'm never gonna stop. It's just once he gave me that, a New Yorker gave me the confirmation. It's
Put gas
over.
on the fire.
It's all
Give
the
me the petrol.
All the petrol.
Give me the petrol.
All the petrol, and it's just what I needed.
No.
So, anywho, well, good catch up sesh, sis.
Yes.
I don't have anything to write home about other than what I just said. So let's go ahead and keep it going, keep it moving forward. We got some, I guess pop culture / current events stuff to talk about. We've had a lot going on in the media. And I want to start with the first and foremost because our favorite platform ever, Twitter, has The Bird app has just been bought by the richest man, Elon Musk.
Ew.
Wow. So let's talk about it,
Twitter
you guys.
Is now, what is it? Blood diamond money?
Not blood diamond money. And it's crazy because there was a tweet, I guess, of him saying how what can I do to help end this world hunger issue, and then a week
what
later,
can you do? The man with
he buys Twitter because that's gonna help.
The most money, other than in Jeffrey Bezos,
right?
Bezos, whatever,
right?
The Amazon motherfucker. Other than him, you have the most money there possibly is, and you want to ask us niggas who are struggling,
right?
Check to check what you could do to end hunger. What the fuck are you talking about?
You could take some of that billions of dollars you have in your bank account and go ahead and do a wire transfer over to the Red Cross. No, not the Red Cross, but to some type of organization.
1% of his. How much money does he have, Gacy?
He's a multi-billionaire.
Google it.
He bought Twitter for $52 billion.
He could take 1%
Let me go ahead and get that exact.
I don't want to say his income, but his 1% of whatever he has, even if it was just his. How much? 198
is his net worth. $198 billion is his net worth.
Fuck.
Is it really his responsibility?
Is it really? Good point. Is it his responsibility because he's the richest man? Some would say yes. What else are you doing with all that? He buys Twitter for $44 billion. So he just spent a fourth almost of his income on Twitter. Now, and he says because his reasoning, end quote, is free speech is the most important thing for us right now. What better platform than Twitter? I agree. Twitform. Right. The Twitter platform is the best of all social media. Would you agree?
Solid. I mean, they just started doing the advertising and paying,
but I don't like the
subscriptions, and most people don't even utilize that. Right. So I would say out of all of them, yes, because you can post something on Instagram. Like Lexi can post something on Instagram, and I won't even see it unless I go to her.
Or it'll get flagged for hate speech.
War on racism is hate speech.
Right. Twitter.
Get your shit together, Facebook, Meta, whoever the fuck you are.
Twitter would never do that. Would never.
You could see a whole pussy on Twitter.
You could see a whole hour porno on Twitter and it won't get flagged for years. It could be literally Melania Trump on there and it's still going to be there.
Yeah, for real.
No, for us. So literally, I know there's a strategy behind it. I'm just waiting to see it unfold because I did see him also say in quote that he was going to, I think it was a joke, but who knows, that he was going to buy Facebook and shut it down, which means that would be Instagram too, and that would be also WhatsApp and anything else.
What's his name is never letting that happen.
There's
no way that's happening. Marky Mark ain't gonna let that fly. But
Mark Zuckerberg.
But the Zucks.
I'm really curious to see what his plan is because I do agree on some of those points that he was saying. About having Twitter being the best place for free speech and to be able to. I mean, how many of us get our news off of Twitter? Let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure. At least
I go there to verify everything. If there's an earthquake, I'm going to Twitter to verify.
Somebody passed, I'm going there.
Okay,
back to what Gacy said as far as is it his responsibility? Is it rich people's responsibility to take care of poor or less fortunate or fix problems? No, but they fucking do it anyway. And it's like, you're going to hoard and monopolize all this money.
What else are you going to do with it? That's my question.
Exactly. What else are you going to do?
If you're not going to help these issues that we have in our country that you decide to live in, that is so great for you to live here, right? Because you're not from here, but you decide to live here, or probably multiple places. But, this is one of them.
He's South African, right?
Let's confirm that. But
he is, right? Because he's
also
family-owned.
Yes.
Whatever they're called.
But he's also a citizen here now, I would assume. A dual citizen, right?
Because he makes
so
so
you
much
decide,
money.
exactly. So you decide that. So what are you going to do with that money then? That's what I really want to know. Not saying it's your responsibility, but then what else do you have in mind? You know?
I don't see.
Buying Twitter.
I don't see.
So where are we going with this?
I don't like when, and I mean, this is fucking America, but when the richest people have everything, I just feel like it's a lot. Like, fuck, bro. How is the American dream to strap yourself up by your bootstraps, work really hard, and one day you can? No, that's not the case. This motherfucker came from, like I said, blood diamond money. He's family.
So
had
do you
money
think he's
forever.
innately not a good person? From what you know. From what you know. Obviously, we don't know this man personally.
Good question. Is he a good person?
From what you've learned about him or heard
I also
about
don't
him.
know everything he's done, like as far as good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
So I'm only talking about the few bits that have seeped into my life that I know. But I just feel like, do I think he's the worst? No. And I think it's also hard to say people are good or bad, right? You can put people on a pedestal and think that they're great, and then it turns out they're fucking Trey Songz and they're out here doing horrible shit. Or they're or, you know, they're R. Kelly or whoever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really tough to say. But from his actions, I just feel like it's a lot of, I want to do great. Here's a fucking, I'm buying Twitter. Or you know what I mean? Like, where is the actual give back? And he probably does a bunch of stuff I don't know about. But
Okay. Right. Likewise, probably the same on this end. But I don't get from him that I'm trying to like be so great and fix everything. I get from him
he does what he's interested in.
Innovation. I get
feel
from
that.
him all he cares about is innovation in the future.
I feel that.
Yes. I don't get that he's trying to be so great and good and you know, then okay, do good, because I can't stand people that fake that either, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I think it's weird. I feel like one person or two people shouldn't own all the different fucking social media platforms we have, because then it gets dicey, right? Like Facebook, I did have a problem.
Same thing with the banks, right?
Yeah, exactly. I did have a problem with like Facebook going Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, because now they control
Three major platforms.
three platforms
Major.
of how people communicate with each other.
International platforms that are, yeah.
So if it was like Mark Zuckerberg also got Twitter and TikTok, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? But,
Yeah.
you know, let me mind my tax bracket.
No, but I
And
get,
just
yeah.
go ahead and log on to Twitter.
I'm dead. And still
keep
use
going.
it.
Yeah, it's not going to change how I use the platform.
Right.
But, you know, some people were really fucking against it.
What do you think about people that say, oh, as soon as Elon Musk buys Twitter, I'm leaving Twitter?
They better leave Twitter.
Steve better stand on that hill.
Yeah, if anybody said that they were leaving Twitter when Elon buys it, I hope yesterday was your last day. Because if not, you're fake. And I think a lot of people in our generation
Clout.
say these very like sweeping statements that just sound radical, or they
Because to
use
get
buzzwords
retweets.
and to get clout or retweets or
Clickbait.
attention or clickbait or whatever the fuck it is. And then it turns out like you don't even stand on half the shit you were talking about. So if you said that, I hope you really, I better
feel
not
that
be
way.
able, it better say user not found today.
Okay.
So that's all I got for you.
Okay, so I saw this in the news and I just thought this was a super interesting fact because we're all going to be able to relate. So McDonald's is being sued for $900 million by the startup company Kytch, Kytch, which is a device that is designed to fix ice cream machines. So this company, yes, everybody
Is
take
your
a
ice
second.
cream, is the ice cream machine working today?
Never. If you go, if the street lights are on, the ice cream machine is off. Okay, that is literally what it has come down to. And for years, literally, street lights are on, McDonald's ice cream machine is off.
And you know what sucks? Because that's always when I want it. I want it
Always.
late night munchy.
Always.
Like I need the chocolate sundae and some French fries.
Dip them in. Oh, don't even take us there. But literally, like, why is it always broken? For the last 15 years of my life, it's always broken. Mickey D's, Ronald McDonald.
Get Ronald on the phone.
Ronald, what's the deal?
So Kytch said, get Ronald on the line.
Look, Ronnie, we need to have a conversation. Because that is the one of three items that I still eat at McDonald's. The ice cream, the French fries, and the sweet
cookies.
tea. Oh, and the cookies. Okay, 4 items. But literally, come on.
Those
Come
cookies fucking are top.
You know I love
flight.
sugar in a cup. Come on, you know I love that sweet tea, girl.
Right? That shit is all liquid sugar.
Get me a ray of sweet tea, okay?
Splash of tea.
Period. But so they're being sued. Basically, saying Kitsch's devices violated the machine's warranties and intercepted their confidential information. No. McDonald's said that the device could pose a safety threat and cause injuries. That's what the lawsuit says. So that's basically why every time it's broken and this company's like, we're going out there and we're fucking fixing it, and it's not broken, they're saying, no, it's a safety threat and it's causing injuries.
Wait. Okay, back it up. Maybe my brain is just not comprehending. So Kitsch is suing McDonald's because their device is fixing the machine, yet McDonald's is always breaking it or saying that it's broken?
Yes.
You know what I did hear? I heard that they do that purposely.
Really?
Yeah, that they say it's broken purposely, which is weird because I'm like, wouldn't you just sell more if it always worked?
Because their main provider is this company of not this company. It's another company, but this company does all the repairs.
Yeah, the person, so somebody just did some kind of study.
Really?
Like a friend of mine was telling me. So I'm sorry if I messed this up. I'm going to have to fact check myself after. But she said that the company that they work with, the ice cream machines, is the only company that they'll ever work with the ice cream or like get the machine from, because what's the guy's name from the founder of the movie where he made it?
Ronnie?
Sure. Ronald
McDonald?
Yeah, Ronald McDonald signed an agreement with this particular manufacturer to only work with them for their ice cream machines for life.
That's why and now at this point they're both like going back and forth accusing each other of defamation, and it's a mess. But
they're probably going to try and draw it out, and since Kitsch is a startup,
right,
and McDonald's has all the money in the fucking world to just like drown you in legal fees in court and tie it up and postpone, they're just going to bleed them dry of that money.
Yeah, Kitsch, which provides remote controls, maintenance, and other tools for ice cream machines, described those claims as false and defamatory. And then it says they're seeking $900 million in damages in addition to defamation. They accuse McDonald's of false advertising and interference in its contracts with other customers.
I believe it.
Exactly. It's what you just said, basically.
Yeah. So
interesting. It's getting messy over there.
The girls are fighting.
All I hope is comes from this is the ice cream machine starts to work. Because when I'm high at 12:30 a.m., I want to go get some fries and an ice cream cone.
Yes.
Is that so much to ask?
No.
It's the little things in life.
Yes. The fuck?
The fuck?
So, also, side note, and then we can move off of McDonald's related news. If you ever want anything fresh, the only thing you can eat at McDonald's is a Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Oh, this must have been on
and a fish fillet.
What is this on? What was that documentary?
Super Size Me?
Super Size Me.
Is that what you're... No, this is a friend who's had to do a research study.
Oh my gosh. So those are the only two fresh items. Is the what with cheese?
The Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Quarter Pounder with cheese and the fish fillet. People do love that fish fillet. Ugh. It looks like packaged, like canned fish. I wouldn't even eat
at Long John Silver's, and that's what they specialize in. Like I'm real particular about my fish.
That's so funny you said that. We used to eat that as like kids, and I used to think like, oh my god, this is literally
gourmet seafood.
Oh my god, like this is popcorn shrimp. What? Oh, I used to love it. I will
loving shrimp niblets.
I will throw up.
Not the shrimp niblets, girl. Get your life together.
I know.
You ever look back at shit you ate as a kid besides that, and you're just like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Like Arby's roast beef sandwiches. What? We had those at school, and we used to love on Thursdays when we would have those with the Arby's sauce. Oh my gosh.
Well, you really grew up in the IE. Arby's sandwiches?
Yes, I did in Long John Silver.
Arby's roast beef at your school. We had Domino's, like a sophisticated.
We had a pizza day too, but we also had a roast beef sandwich day, and them motherfuckers was hitting. Bro, they smacked. Like, tell me they didn't.
You probably could not pay me to eat a roast beef sandwich.
Not now. I
never liked the way the meat looked iridescent in the light. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Not iridescent.
What is this? Why does it have a pearly finish? Like, I hate...
No.
But I will say, Bethany, that bitch Hernandez, dragged me into an Arby's once, and I had a chicken sandwich from there, and that shit was flight.
Okay, well at least she's honest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that shit was flight, and their fries were pretty good. And also,
curly fries are fire.
Yeah. Also, random tidbit. Pusha T gets paid for the jingle from Arby's and McDonald's.
What?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
How?
I'm loving
He
it.
produced them both?
I guess he was, he got paid a flat fee for the McDonald's one, and he was like, that was the dumbest deal I've ever done in my life. Ooh. And then the Arby's one, what is it? Meats or whatever the fuck their new one is.
I don't know. You love the chicken sandwiches. Tell me.
Bitch, whatever. The commercials play all the time. She's so fucking rude, y'all. She's so rude. You tell me, you the one eating. You had it at school every fucking Tuesday, bitch. Not me.
You fucking tell me, bitch.
You let me know. You had more roast beef sandwiches than I ever had in my life.
That's true.
Yeah, but random fact that I know. Pusha T gets paid off of those.
That's lit. Okay. Look at that.
That's where I'm trying to get my bag. I know I can't rap, but I can come up with
commercial money.
Yeah.
I want some reoccurring commercial money.
That's right.
Because I just love those residuals, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Well, another thing going on in the world in pop culture. So I want to bring this up really quick. We've talked about it a bit before, but this is an astounding number.
Astounding.
So you guys know of Bhad Bhabie, aka the young lady who was on Maury with her mother.
Kiss me outside.
Right, and she blew up. She became a rapper, and she got a lot of sponsors and deals on Instagram. She has I think she has like around 20 million, between 20 and 30 million followers. I'm not sure.
You know,
she has
the
a lot.
The Blxst sells.
I must say she's really gone all in the deep end with it. And look,
that's bad.
If anyone can relate about just liking what you like, that's fine.
Being a white girl liking black culture? Is
That's
that where you're going with
yes.
this? Okay.
That's okay. But even saying it that way just raises some, feathers. Or flags, I guess.
Ruffles some feathers.
It ruffles some feathers.
It
ruffles some feathers. But if that's who you are and you like that's really what you like, then let it be that. But you don't need to try to be that.
Preach to your misguided sister.
You don't need to be that. Just be yourself. You can like what you like, but be yourself. You don't need to take your hair that's over here and bring it all the way to the front to create this baby hair effect. It's okay. Not everybody has baby hairs.
Lexi said, I'm speaking from somebody who's inside the picnic. They don't like it.
We don't like it. They don't like it. They're laughing at you, sis. They're laughing at you.
Fuck.
No, but all jokes aside, she's doing something right. She's making money. She's getting sponsored. Well, I actually like one of her songs. I'm not going to be a hater. I'm not, because I actually do. She's gotten Lil Baby on features. She's gotten Young Boy on her song.
That check don't clear. Come on, get the feature, sirs.
Well, speaking of checks clearing, this 19-year-old girl, this rapper, just made $52 million in 1 year off of OnlyFans. That's double digits. That is $52 million. After taxes and everything, I think she came home with 43, but what in the fuck? This girl's 19. When I say she looks like an ironing board, no offense, again, no shade. She's a pretty girl. She is. She's a good-looking girl. I think she needs to just,
squat.
I mean, not only that, she's barely 19. Like, she doesn't
even have a grown woman body.
No. She has some boobs, and she does have big boobs for a small girl, and she's very beautiful, but she just needs to let herself be 19 and kind of just grow into herself, and
do you think
stop trying to be accepted by the rap maybe culture all the time, or by the bad bitch culture. And I actually like her flow and like the way she sounds. Now she probably doesn't write her own music. Actually, do I like her bars? I like.
Come on, A&R of the street.
Do I like the bars that she spit? There's some good little ratchet bops. A couple of her songs, I was like, there's some cool little ratchet bops, like for sure. But
her audience is eating it up.
Who's getting the last laugh here?
Her to the bank.
Laughing all the way to the bank.
What did I say? Let me mind my tax bracket, because she's clearly I'm not in hers. As much shit as I could talk, I'm not in hers.
And the thing is, like, So she showed these receipts to prove it because people called cap. They were like, "You're not telling. This is not no way. People are paying this for you." Like da 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 da. People will pay for what they're obsessive, even if they claim they hate it and don't like it.
They're gonna hate watch.
Your biggest fans are your biggest haters, baby. Let me tell you, they're watching you every day. What you do, all in your story views, all in your likes, all. Everywhere, all up in your music videos, okay? Listen, come on over to Death Row.
Come on over.
No, but they're there. And even like on fake pages, on all of that. So I believe it. Like people who probably even hate her are paying for her shit. She did screenshots of her receipts. She created this in 2021. So literally just for 1 year. Okay? So she charges her monthly rate of $23.99.
Fuck.
To view her racy snaps. And then it showed, her screenshot showed over the last year she's ranked over 16 million in her subscription fees alone. So like I said, it's $23.99 a month for each person that subscribes. So she ranked up 16 million in a year. So the rest of that, between the 16 million to 52, was in those DMs.
Every time
was
we
those
talk about
tips.
OnlyFans, I'm like, wow.
Bro. Those
If
the remaining 25 million in private messaging fees.
A little more daddy issues, I would be
And
there.
a further in 161K in tips. Wow.
I don't have it in me. You know, I already
know
don't
what?
like to post content.
I don't know what she's posting because I'm not subscribed, but I would go on the record to say
It's
bet
like some
you
bathing suits and lingerie.
Exactly.
She ain't in there playing with her coochie.
Because I'll tell you what, of my research with OnlyFans, you get all your fans funneled from your Instagram or from your Twitter. So if the girl has 30 million Instagram followers, she's getting a good fucking percentage.
Even if 1%.
Ashley, that's 3.5 million. Let me see. I mean, let me get the exact number of her following, right?
Yeah, I'm like, she has 30.
No, okay, 16.3 million. That's a lot though.
So 1.6.
1.6, yes, 1.6 million. If 1%, and clearly it's more than that because the chick made 52 million. Wow.
You know who else is doing OnlyFans? And I thought it was weird. What's his name? He was part of a rap duo back in the not Zaytoven. Whoa.
Don't put him out there like that.
No. It's something like that. Shit. He had one of those catchy little, man, I'm going to search it. Now it's going to be in my queue and it's going to look like I'm searching for this shit. Anyway, keep going with the show. I'll figure this out.
I'm mind blown. I mean, I am and I'm not because I personally know people that are racking it up on OnlyFans.
Hill figure.
You know, and then you go and you put, I mean, I have a friend of a friend where she has, I think, 1.8 million followers on Instagram. A lot of followers, you know. All those followers have funneled to her OnlyFans where she's just posting her bathing suit and lingerie pics. It's actually the same fucking ones that she posts on her Instagram. She goes and posts on OnlyFans and gets away. She's making
insane
10 racks a month.
Jesus.
10 racks a month, bro, off of her fucking pictures that are already on her Instagram. You know, guys, he said, I'm out of here, bro. No, literally. And it's like morals. What does the fuck does this have to do with morals at this point?
If you get paid.
Now, I have about 4,200 followers. I can get some people funneled over. I'm not going to make that. But if I had the amount of followers she had, I could get away with just posting bathing suit pics and lingerie pics and make this bag. Right now, I ain't got that. So I got to do a little something strange for a little change. Okay? I'm not. No, it's just figuratively speaking.
We're just setting an example, Nona.
Right. But I'm saying, like, you know, they don't even, when you're at this level of following, you don't even got to do the fucking extras. Fuck a moral. It ain't even about, the morals have nothing to do with it. I am out after the bag because I have the exposure. What is this social media shit for?
I'm all for people making money. And if somebody's going to pay for whatever you're willing to show, take it.
Now I know, and I hopefully we can in the future get some light off of this community to shed some light on this. I know that this also ruffled some feathers in the sex working community,
and I can see that side of it also because it's like, damn, you come and do this, and
by not doing anything,
you're
but posting,
changing the bar of what people are willing to pay for, and kind of like taking from people. Like it's that. What's her name? Bella Thorne?
Bella Thorne.
It's
a
that
Bella
same
Thorne
thing. And
effect.
Bella did it really badly.
Yeah.
But she went in, got the bag, and dipped
out.
And was like, haha, joke's on you.
The Bella Thorne effect. So is it the problem is because you're taking fans away from sex workers? Because
but
again,
any
I don't know.
one person could be a fan of anybody.
Right. So what is it taking away from them? this is why we need some light. So hopefully again in the future, maybe we can get somebody on the show or maybe in the DM, somebody shed us some light on this. But I did see a lot of people were really, they said this is violating and disrespecting the sex worker community.
And I want to know why.
Right. So maybe we get some light shed on that. But I know it ruffles some feathers. And this is obviously a new industry, a new bag that everybody's after. It's changing the game. It's changing as we speak about it.
And also, it's
what are the rules?
OnlyFans, we associate it with sex, but there's other shit on there too.
Totally.
There's like workout people, there's chefs,
there's
all types of stuff. So it's interesting to just see that dynamic.
How it's unfolding. I mean, like this industry that we're in, right? The podcast industry is continuously changing and developing.
There's no rules.
No rules.
Yeah.
Same with them. So
Zay Hilfiger, Juju on the Beat. He started an OnlyFans and is making money.
There you go. Wow.
Making
smart.
a lot of money.
It's a lawless land.
Yeah,
okay, listen.
He's doing some crazy shit. He popped up one time on my timeline. But however, my point is, you know who also has an OnlyFans? And I was like, weird. Did you ever watch the Bernie Mac show?
Yeah.
You remember Nessa?
The young daughter?
The sister, the older
daughter.
She has an OnlyFans. And it's very awkward.
Is it?
Somebody posted
you
one
still
of
see
her
that
videos,
child actor?
and I was like, this is not sexy.
Not so good.
But, you know.
It wasn't sexy at all?
Dun, 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 dun.
Look, not all women are sexy. There's some that are cute, that are pretty, that are beautiful, that are sexy. You know, that's the thing.
Gacy agrees.
Gacy said, now listen.
Ding, ding, ding.
And it's no shade. That might be another topic for another day, but it's no shade. It's just know your strengths.
Do you feel like, okay, so if every woman is not sexy,
right,
could every woman learn to be sexy?
Yes, because I think sexy is confidence and how you carry yourself and how you believe in yourself, essentially. So I do, but I also think like, you know, there's the girl next door look because that's what works for her, you know?
There's some women out there that I guess like let's just say overweight or not typically beautiful.
Right.
And I'm just like, I see something, I'm like, yo, that girl is just
She's got it. She's hot.
She's walking, she's owning her steps.
Yeah.
Is the confidence for you, Gacy?
Owning it. I agree, Gacy. Owning that shit.
This is the most talkative he's ever been, and I'm loving it. We're gonna
Not
get you
actually blushing.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, we're gonna get you a mic. Mm-hmm. He's like, fuck no. I'm never
but that's
speaking
real.
Again.
And that's a real grown man thing to say too. You know, because like he said, a lot of people are gonna look, you know, like
at her size or
exactly, or see something else and not really see, you know, the person or the woman or whatever for who they really are. And at the end of the day, like. For example, you know, I've had people, guys tell me like, you know, I don't like white girls. Like, I don't really like white girls, but like, you just have it. Like, you know, and I'm just like,
do it for me, girl.
And I'm like, okay, like whatever, like they're like, whatever it is, like I've
keep doing it,
you know, or I've never been with it, but you just have it. And it's probably because like, I am who the fuck I am, you know?
She doesn't look like a white girl. That's a spicy comment.
But you know what? Now that we're on that topic, tell me why. I was literally out a couple of weeks ago with some friends, and a girl got the wrong impression that a guy friend that I was with, that we were an item. And she calls him and starts banging on him, you know, drinks are flowing, and says, yeah, you and that weak-ass Mexican bitch, I saw you.
You're like,
and me and my homegirls, shout outs to Allie and Dom, are in the back, and we're busting up laughing, but trying to hold it in. We're like, weak-ass, and I was like, must have been the lip liner. It must have been. Like, you know, I'm like, I didn't know what was. I was like,
you gotta blend it out. Gotta blend it out. She was thinking you were chola.
I guess.
You gotta
but
blend
I'm like,
that lip liner out.
No,
sis.
you don't, girl. This is the look, okay? The dark lip liner with the lighter lip.
Yes, you still go. Just blend it in.
It looked fine.
She was just being.
She was just hater. I look good, okay?
Fuck out of here. My lip liner was fucking
she
popping.
Was a hater. But you know what? It's all perception too. At the end of the day, because I've gotten. I mean,
maybe you were under like a yellow light. Maybe you just looked a little tan.
I've gotten. To be honest with you, and when I'm tanner, it makes a difference too. I've gotten a lot of different things. I've gotten like a lot, surprisingly. I've gotten what I am a lot too, like Italian American, like, oh, you're Italian, that makes sense. But I've gotten like Mexican, I've gotten a Puerto Rican, Argentinian, Spanish.
Argentinian,
I even fucking got Armenian one time, and I was like, okay.
All right.
You wish. You fucking wish. You know, no, but I've gotten a lot of, you know, different things. So, you know, or like a half C, like, oh, you're half Mexican, half white. Like, you know, something like that. Yeah. But anywho, perception is really all, it belongs to the person, you know, that's behind the eye, really. I think it's in the eye of the beholder. So, it's, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. So anywho, little bit of a tangent, but interesting, very interesting things going on. Let's go ahead and move it forward though, because the more interesting things that are going on is the playoffs right now, you guys. Oh my gosh,
bro!
Wow, I'm finally enjoying watching basketball again because Lakers are done. We get it.
Yeah, you just got to sit that dog down.
Put it behind ya.
Put it down. All right, playoffs. So playoffs have been going on during the weekends from morning to night.
Right.
Like you could literally put it on while you're doing anything. And
they are starting earlier and earlier.
They've been really fucking good games though. Really, really fucking good games. So we just run down the list.
Yeah.
Starting with what everybody's probably been talking about nonstop. The fucking Nets.
The Nets.
Choked.
Bad.
But see,
bad.
If we run.
And it kills a lot of conversations, to be honest. It kills a lot of motherfucking.
What you mean?
You can't be the best motherfucker in the NBA. And there's 2 players on the Nets that they call the best player in the NBA, and you can't make it through the first round of the playoffs with the 2 best players in the fucking NBA on your squad? Nope.
Spicy.
Nope. You may be the best regular season player, but you ain't the champ.
We know who that title goes to. But anyway, look, I said this in the beginning. I knew once Kyrie was not playing in the home games, with the team consistently, even before he just opted not to play, right? Because that was for a little while. He was just not playing at all, right? And then it went to, okay, he can play away games. Once that, I was like, they're not.
It changed the trajectory of the way the season was going.
You need chemistry, especially when it comes to playoffs, because teams like fucking, let's just talk about Memphis. They're fucking firing on all cylinders from the starting 5 to the bench players.
Bro.
Like, coming in hot. Them young boys got it. Pelicans. Nobody saw the fucking Pelicans coming out of nowhere.
So I was just talking shit about them a couple episodes ago. Sorry, guys. I gotta eat my words.
None of their games have been
televised because,
not a single game.
Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, so until the playoffs.
Probably in Louisiana. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
So, just to quick recap through this thing real quick.
I do want to go back a little bit because you brought up the Grizzlies. They're killing it. They, like you said, across the board, they are totally killing it. They're doing a great job. But I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome the Timberwolves. I don't know if they can take Minnesota all the way.
I didn't see the Timberwolves being that competitive. Because I always feel like Rudy Gobert. And I don't know what it is, but I just feel like he's a pussy, but he's not. He's always like a defensive player of the year.
And I think, we had a conversation because he was on one of these lists and we were kind of bugging like Rudy Gobert. Like, I think it was because he was above some other people, which didn't make any sense. But I remember looking like, what? But then when you look at like his stats and how much he's getting paid, it's like, well, there's a reason.
I just called a grown man a pussy. Sorry.
Right.
But
I know. I'm like, oh, well.
That was harsh. That was a little harsh.
I actually think it's really alpha female when it comes to basketball, okay?
Look, it's about the fucking game and the love for the game. And if you ain't got it, then fuck you, Ben Simmons.
So, obviously Rudy Gobert, but also like Anthony Edwards, and I've said this before, is a fucking dog. He's a beast. He's a dog. He's super competitive. We also got Cat, right?
Yep.
Anthony Towns. He's doing good, even though he looked really sad in that meme the other night when he was holding his knees. They really got him on. Twitter just doesn't hold back.
Doesn't wait.
Doesn't at all. So they're actually playing right now.
I saw that.
So we'll see how that turns out. The series right now is tied at 2-2. So it's probably going to go the full. I feel like this is going to go the full 7.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. The Nets are out now. What was the ended up being the series? Was it 4-1?
No, they got swept.
Oh, they did get swept. Duh. Hello.
Brought out the brooms.
Literally. That's
swept.
That's
so
even worse.
It's even worse. They set them up for this fall. At the end of the day, they talked about them out the gate being a great team before we even saw them get on the court. But they got swept real bad. Also, Boston, though, Tatum is a fucking beast, and I've been calling it. I love the way he fucking plays, and I love the way
he comes alive in the playoffs too. Like, he literally, he's always consistently good, but like, wow, he comes alive in the playoffs.
For sure. So, and I already did my Ben Simmons rant, so I'm not going to give it as much gusto today, but I fucking told y'all. What did I say? he is the actual pussy and he is a little punk bitch because he hasn't played all year. And why the fuck does his back hurt?
Because
how did he hurt his back?
Because he's stressed.
How did he hurt his back?
Because of stress. He said he hurts his back. His back is hurting due to stress because of all of the mental stress that he's going through.
See,
he's blaming mental health, basically, and saying like it's causing stress.
That sucks because
we can't prove that he's lying.
We can't prove that he's lying.
Nope. Or making it up or whatever.
Iced out on I feel like it's whack. Like I feel like it's really whack. He didn't want to play before. Now at this point, he definitely didn't want to play because if he gets in New York, if he starts shooting at the Nets arena, Barclays, thank you. No. Yeah. Barclays, and he starts missing, like he's gonna get flamed. So now he's scared. But I just feel like it's such a fucking pussy move because there's so many people who deserve to be playing in the league right now.
Yeah.
And you got a big fat ass payday to literally not clock in once. Mm-hmm. Once. Mm-hmm. And I hope I hope the way like fucking Kaepernick got blackballed out of the NFL, I hope this motherfucker does not get picked up. Mm-hmm. And I know it sounds really harsh because he's talking about mental health, but like he's never actually said what the issue. I have anxiety.
Until his publicist talked to him, huh?
Yeah, he's not saying like I'm suffering with anxiety and I'm having a problem going out here and it's hindering. Like if he came like with that, and I know that's kind of a shitty thing to say because then it's like he has to disclose, but he's already disclosing it by saying mental health, right? Yeah. So disclose it like what's his name from the Cavs who was talking about how his mental health declined? He played with LeBron, the white boy.
I was gonna say Tristan.
Now Tristan's a whole other bag. No. Caruso didn't play in.
He's not on the Cavs.
The Cavs. He's the white boy. The tall one. Shit.
Oh, Gasol? No, he's not technically. Well, when there's another conversation.
Yeah. That's another. Whatever.
He's actually Spanish.
He was talking about mental health and he talked about his anxiety about the kid. And I'm like, if you want to say it's that, bring awareness to it. And like really stand in it. Don't just say it as a cop out because then when people actually have that issue, they're not going to be taken serious. Mm-hmm. It's going to be taken as a cop out. A cop out. And what do they call it too? Load management type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not fair to people who actually have mental issues. And if you really do own that shit.
Yeah.
And I'll eat all my words, but honestly, I think it's bullshit. I think everything he's saying is bullshit. He doesn't work on his game enough and he did not want to go to New York and literally get booed out of the arena. Mm. And that scares him.
You know, that
scares him.
Yeah. Because they don't play.
Yeah.
They're not going to play.
If he was getting booed in fucking Philly, what the fuck you think they're going to do in New York?
Dude, that's going to be 10 times worse. Yeah, those fans are not going to take it easy on him at all. Well, only time will tell with that, huh?
Yeah.
Whack. The Mavs and Jazz series has been a little underwhelming, I feel like. Mavs are leading it right now 3-2. I don't feel like it's been that great. I don't know if you've caught that series.
I did. I feel like it's been relatively competitive. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's whatever. So the
Warriors lead the Nuggets 3-1, even though the Nuggets did win this weekend.
Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, but I don't see them coming back. Even though they got that one win, I don't see them coming back from this.
The Warriors are gonna take that.
Who else we got? We have Heat and the Hawks right now. I think the Heat's going to take that. They are leading 3-1 as well. I think that's going to... Yeah.
Sorry, I don't ever see it for Miami, dog.
Really?
Not Miami, sorry. Atlanta. I don't ever see it for Atlanta. I don't ever see it for Atlanta.
They're competing in the playoffs these last few years.
It's cute.
But
they going to get to the first round, maybe second.
Right.
And that's it.
I know.
Sorry, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Go ahead and turn that into a reason to go to the club.
Yeah, they don't have enough pieces. They just don't.
It's not going to happen.
So the Pelicans have actually been keeping it pretty cute, competing with the Suns. They're tied right now 2-2 in the series, but I don't know. I don't see them making it out of the series.
Pelicans or the Suns?
The Pelicans.
Interesting. I feel like the Suns, because what's his name is hurt, isn't he? Booker's hurt. Booker's been out,
but not indefinitely for the season. No. He's playing.
Is he back?
Mm-hmm. He's back.
He was hurt the last few games, and Chris Paul cannot do it on his own.
He definitely can't, and he's proved that time and time again that he
his
cannot.
Best chance was during the bubble, and the Lakers said, mine.
But I don't think the Pelicans are going to be able to overcome them in this series. Although, again, like you said, they're so surprising us. They came out of nowhere and are actually showing we are competitors.
That's without what's his name, the tall big dude. Zeke.
Yes. So, I think definitely my favorite series right now is definitely the Grizzlies Timberwolves. So
very exciting. To your point, I would like to see Memphis pull it out.
Right.
Just because I think that's like a great story. Memphis as a city is a dope place. They deserve to have a win and like have a winning season. But I think even with where they are right now, this could be considered a win because nobody saw him coming this strong. Ja Morant, that's first of all a young ass team, and this is the furthest a lot of them have gone. So they might end up showing their age.
Right.
Where Timberwolves, Cat, Gobert, all these people are more seasoned.
Yeah,
so
they just are.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Experience might win out.
It's funny because I think that like all of our predictions in the beginning of this season of who is going to be in the finals is already wrong.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious.
I think for most people though, because nobody saw.
It's been a spicy, pricey season.
I like it. I like the change of the guard. I like these small market teams coming up. I think it's good. Like obviously, I want LA to win.
Right.
I'm from LA. Like at the end of the day, I want the championship to come home. But you heard it here. Lexi's going to refer to that constantly. Like, I want the championship to come home. I want to go to the parade. I want to be like, we still have more chips than you, though.
Right.
But, it's cool to see these small markets get a piece of the pie. They deserve one every 5 years or so.
Right. Okay. Every 5 years. So I'll give it 10. But hey, whatever. I guess we can't have all the banners.
Have everything. So who's your favorite team so far? Obviously, Lakers are out of it, but from who we have standing, is it
favorite team? I'm liking the Memphis and the Minnesota series. I'm liking it a lot. That's my answer.
Okay.
So either of those two teams would be dope to see keep going because they're fighters. They're like the series is great. Like this is some good fucking basketball.
It's like a dogfight. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
They're like grinded out teams, which is good.
Yes.
Well, we'll keep it posted. The Warriors, once they get to cooking though, it gets real scurry. So we'll see what happens there.
True. All right, cool. Well, that's good. We'll have more to talk about next week. But now let's move it to TV and film.
For sure.
Ooh, girl, I've been watching some things. What? So I'm not going to get too into what I've been watching to like spoil it. But Netflix, I know your stock is plummeting, but I'll tell you what.
You got me.
You do it with those crime docs.
Which one?
Do it.
Is it which one?
So first of all, I want to go back a little bit because this is what put me on my spiral again. It only takes one show / doc to put me on a spiral, right?
Yes.
So the thing about Pam, which is on Hulu, which is a scripted true story based off of a suburban Midwest woman that is a life insurance beneficiary.
Ooh.
And kills her best friend for her life insurance because her best friend had cancer. Kills her own mother for hers. And then tries to pin those murders on a homeless man.
You going to hell.
Now, this is all public discourse. This is a true story. This woman is from Missouri. She has been charged, jailed, and sentenced to execution. She's still alive. But they're still trying to charge her for... You got to watch it to see how it unfolds. She doesn't even get charged for everything. She's only been... Because the law is tricky, as we know.
They just got her on what they
can
get her on.
You are only as guilty as what they can prove.
Yeah. But she did that shit.
She did all that shit, but they only proved her for one of them. It's sad as fuck. And it wasn't for her mom, and it wasn't for her best friend. It was actually the homeless man. It's a trip.
She killed the homeless man, too?
To try to pin him for the previous 2 murders, so it didn't look like her. It looked like a crazy, just homeless guy. Yeah. She thought she had a plan, but you thought wrong. You can't, no. Anywho, I don't want to spoil too much of it. Again, this is all public. And this is actually started in 2011 and went to like 2016. This is relatively new. Okay?
I thought this was some 70s shit because back then you could probably get away with some shit. But now.
No, 1000. That's my next was back then. But this blew me too because I'm like, wow, this is really recent. And she got away with it like multiple times. Think about the technology and everything police have access. It is so hard to get away with murder now. You have to be a true professional. This is a suburban house mom from Missouri. Like
Googling how to get away with murder.
No, literally, she watched Dateline. That's how she got away with this. And then they made a Dateline about her. Everything comes full circle. Literally, they made
Dateline. 2020.
She figured out how to murder people and get away with it from watching Dateline, and then ended up being on Dateline herself. The thing about Pam, go watch it on Hulu right now. The scripted series is great because Renee Zellweger plays her, and Renee kills it.
I love Renee.
Man, she's a bad bitch, man. She fucking kills it. And she goes the whole Charlize Theron route in Monster where she has to wear the fat suit. She looks like, doesn't even look like her. It's
ugly.
a whole other person.
She got ugly for it.
Ugly. She had to wear the fat suit. She had to wear the fat face slabs that make your She looked just like this woman by the time they were done with that.
Oh yeah, the thing about Pam.
Yes,
she doesn't look like herself.
It is great, you guys. Please tap in. Everybody listening, thank me later. Ashley, you're going to thank me later. It's amazing. I even then went and watched the Dateline on her after I finished it because I
watched the Dateline.
I sure did. It's only 6 episodes, so you can binge it. Great.
6 episodes? Okay,
great.
For sure.
So, of course, it got me back in crime doc bag, right? Of course. Netflix just recently released the John Gacy tapes, which is also what Stephen King's book, novel, and movie is loosely based off of.
That makes sense. Killer clown.
Yep. He was already a killer before he started doing his clown bit, but then once he started to become the clown, he found it easier to continue his murders, and this was in the 70s. And this man, I'm talking,
he was sick.
Oh, he was sick. I'm talking 29 bodies buried under his home in the crawl space. Oh no, living like that. This is a sick motherfucker.
That house had to smell.
Well, he cemented over the crawl space, so he would bury them and then he would cement over it. Oh, this is a sick psychopathic motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not. There's a lot of details I could get into with that too. I mean, he was just sick, and
I saw the preview come up, and I was like, I can't watch this. Killing kids, I can't watch.
Well,
this.
They were teenage boys or like 18, 19, always boys because he wasn't gay, but he liked to have sexual intercourse with them. Right. Oh, it's so interesting, you guys. The spins and the stories and like the rationale.
See, that's what happens when there's stigma around. Just be gay, bro.
And this is the 70s.
Kill people.
And this is the 70s.
God damn.
And also this I would say crime doc is especially interesting because this is one of those where this is a psychopathic, narcissistic, obsessed with himself killer where he wanted to tell his own story. So the entire doc is backed up with his tapes of his audio telling why he killed him, how he killed him, his rationale, his perspective, everything.
I'm gonna sit that one out.
No, it's so good. It's not scary.
Fuck me up.
No, it's not scary.
It's just, it's like, it's creepy, it's eerie, it's weird. That shit don't
sit. Truth. It's what happened.
I know, but that shit don't sit right with me.
It's really good. It's really, really good. And honestly, like, that shit, like, what he got away with, again, is not happening now. Like, that shit's not happening now. You'd have to be a lot more tactical and smarter just because, like, the advances in even, like, police technology. But just to see that, oh, my gosh. Like, I mean, like,
when did they catch him?
He started his killings. Well, according to him, his first killing was 1972. And even after that, he was jailed for assault and sodomy on a 17-year-old and went to jail for it for 18 months. Only 18 months.
18 months?
And at the time, he was sentenced to 10 years because sodomy was a big, big deal back then, like in the 70s. Like, that was a major felony crime. Well, sodomy essentially is just oral or anal sexual intercourse with a male or a female. It doesn't have to just be gay.
Yeah, no.
But
it's fucking rape.
But the guy supposedly that he did it with, they performed these acts on each other, and they were apparently, the kid was gay apparently, and the parents found out, and then it said we're taking him to court and accusing him of this. Apparently that he didn't kill that kid, and that's why I kind of believed with that one that he wasn't being raped and he was gay because he's like, they were both like, there was a lot of people that he hooked up with that he didn't kill, that he just had sexual relations with, but the ones that he killed were always the ones that he raped and he had to force into it. Right.
He forced them.
Right. So he want
to go back to
exactly. So with that one that he actually was jailed for, he didn't kill him, but the kid's parents found out, ended up doing that. So he had like a sex offender, all that was on the radar. But in the 70s, like, police departments didn't communicate with each other.
Not like that.
There was no DNA.
No.
There was no even, some people didn't even have fingerprints. All they had was dental records, So it was a whole different time.
And not everybody had dental records.
And not everybody had that.
Yeah.
So it was very limited on what they could find out and whatnot. So it was just really interesting to tap into that. And I've been into it. Then the last thing that I'll share that I've been watching, we all finished Snowfall finale.
Yeah. Boo.
So there's a season 6 now.
Oh, good, because I had a lot of questions.
Okay, that's why. So there is now
too many things on.
It wasn't supposed to be. This was supposed to be the last season. It's now been renewed for another season 6.
They need it.
There was a lot of holes that were not filled. A lot.
It was worse. Like it felt like a mid-season finale.
And I need to know what happens to Louie, or what Ashley calls her Frankie. Okay.
I don't know why I was calling her Frankie. I was fucked up that day. Louie, look. Louis said, "I'm big dog now." That's not, which is crazy because it's. I always manage to put in a Jay-Z bar, but like, been in the game long enough to see your friends become your enemies, right? Like, it's that same thing because it's like, damn, they were riding together, and that is literally some shit that he did not too long ago, and she just flipped it on. He would have done the same thing.
Yep.
He would have done the same thing and said it's business. So it sucks to have your own words used against you, Franklin.
Ooh, girl.
But Louis did that shit, and she's right. It's business. If I can't get it from you, I got to get it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was already working with the Connect, and y'all are having problems. Why should my price go up when we have, like, I get it.
But don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's how you always end up with your fucking face in the dirt.
But he put a target on his own back by trying to get so big, by trying to go public. He put a target on his own back. He then decided
go public
to
or go legal.
Go public because he was the face. He didn't try and go legal using somebody else as the face of the company.
But that's what I'm saying. He's trying to become legal. Taking the ghost route, if you will. Jamie St. Patrick, if you will. I think that's what he was trying to do once he realized he's bringing a child into this world and everything. I think in the beginning, maybe there wasn't that much thought behind it. But from my perspective, like, I think once he realized he's having a family, I need, and my woman is giving me this ultimatum, like, you can't do both. So I need to figure it the fuck out. Like,
no, I'm saying get out, but you can't. Your dad was already in the news about a CIA killing. Like, you can't then go public. Like, there's dirt on your name. How are you going to get clean?
So what was he supposed to do with all you think he should have put all that in somebody else's name? You think Franklin Saint was going to put his assets in someone else's name?
You got to shell company it, bury yourself, still make sure you have power, but you got to figure out some other way to finesse that, because you cannot be the face when you're also dealing with the fucking government. They can pull your shit at any time. That's what I also didn't understand, nigga. You put your money in a fucking bank when you know you messing with the CIA?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
How stupid. But
I was really confused when you had it in those safes for seasons and seasons in those safes, like, and now it's in a bank.
Come on, writers.
Some is obviously going to be in the bank, obviously,
yes.
But the majority of your shit, but you was able to go rob Louis and Jerome at each of their safes, and they're,
that's what I'm saying. So, and then when it was like, what'd he say? The line that got me, he was like, so I'm not even broke, I'm in debt. And I said, wow.
Did you feel that, Ashley?
Jesus. I said, it's one thing to be broke. It's one thing to have bills you got to pay and know you ain't got and $1 million bills.
Oh. No, thank you.
$1 million bills. I'm unaliving. I'm done.
But it's always Sissy Saint for me, sticking her nose right where it needs to be when it needs to be there, because I for sure thought old boy was CIA and she was ratting her son out until I realized this motherfucker is a Russian spy.
He's KGB. It's
Cuban,
but because so I looked it up. I was like, KGB.
Well, you heard
Cuba.
You heard when Javi was telling the story. Basically, Javi told us the story. The guy was half. It's El Chapo, but if you didn't know, from the Netflix series El Chapo, it's the same actor. So looks very
That's what it was.
Yes, I love his character. He looks heavily Hispanic. He doesn't look a spick of Russian at all. I was like, what Russian? But he's in his character is half Cuban, half Russian, and he grew up as a child until he was like 9 or 12 in Cuba. Then when they killed his mom, they sent him to Russia to live with his dad and whoever the fuck else. And then that's how he became a part of the organization.
Interesting. I must have missed that whole storyline, but I did look up. I was like, KGB,
when he killed Javi.
I must have not been paying attention.
Javi's accent's a little.
But I looked it up and I was like, so Cuba and Russia have it? And yes, the KGB was
because they're both communist.
Yeah, deep down there.
Yeah,
so I was like,
I mean, back at that time, the 80s, that was during like, or during maybe a little bit after the Red Scare, right? So the communist parties were fucking threatening everybody in U.S. and included. So it was a lot going on.
It was tumultuous relationships.
Right.
It was times of working together and times of fighting against each other.
Fidel and Putin teamed up during that time real tough. So that makes sense.
Was Putin in charge back then too?
I think so.
Interesting.
I think so. Was it? Shit, that was a long time ago.
I don't know shit.
Anyway,
we digress.
So great.
Snowfall.
Coming back.
Season
we need 6. We need it. I didn't think we did, but we do. So
there was a lot of stuff. I watched a Pusha T interview.
Oh, okay.
Which was really good. He's doing a lot of interviews right now. But I haven't been watching much TV. I've watched super high, super late, and you know how Netflix has that option of like just play something, like where it does that. So I picked that and I was like, I don't know what to fucking watch, and it put on this show from I think it's Japan, and it's basically they send these toddlers out to do tasks.
Stop it.
And the episodes are like 10 minutes, so we just put it on, and we like got sucked in. But I was like, what the fuck? This is a show. They're sending like 2-year-olds out to do
not 2-year-olds to mow the lawn.
One was like 2 and 9 months, some shit like that. So like 3, almost 3, and he had to go to the store. He had to get curry, something else, and flowers to put on
Who is
their
assisting
altar.
The child?
Nobody. They just send them out.
He can't even read.
They just send them out, and there's like a crew following them, but they don't really help. They just follow him. And he had to cross like a major intersection to get to the store. He went in the store. He got 2 of the things he needed. He walked down and was like, I'm invested, my high ass. I'm like, oh no, you forgot the curry. And then like literally 2 minutes later, he's like, I forgot the curry. And he went back and
not a 3-year-old realizing he forgot something and going back.
Girl, I was like, oh. And then he got everything and he walked back home and he took it. Look, Mom. I was like, this is so fucking cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it was fucking cute. I had literally watched like 1.5 episodes before I was like, okay, I'm done with this. But it was really fucking cute.
High ideas.
Yeah, super high TV show. But I haven't really been watching too much. I think the only other thing that I've watched right now is The Adam Project, which is on Netflix as well. It's Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds in another Ryan Reynolds movie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Lord.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
it's the same thing as what's her name?
Deadpool.
Bella from Twilight.
Oh yeah.
Bella. Kristen.
Always the same character.
Yeah, it's like you are you in a new movie.
Yeah.
You were Deadpool in a new movie. So same thing, but it was cute. It was all about time travel and action, and it had a lot of people. It had what's her name? 13 going on 30. Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yes,
Jennifer Garner. Yes,
Jennifer Garner. It had Zoe Saldana, and it had Mark Ruffalo. So I was like, oh, let's watch it. Yeah, I was like, I love all these.
Wait,
people.
Wasn't Mark Ruffalo in 13 going on 30?
Yes, he was.
Look at that. They love to put. When you work well together, you work well together.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
He gives wholesome vibes.
He gives wholesome, and now with all the gray, he gives wholesome daddy vibes. I love it. Mm-hmm. Wholesome white daddy vibes.
Yep.
Love it. Here for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a good one.
So that's really it. I Drink Champs, like always. Drink Champs had some good episodes come out over the past few weeks, and those are like fucking 17 hours long. Gosh. So I break those up, and that's all I've been watching.
Shout out to Noriega on his sober bit. I think he's still going strong.
Nice.
Yep. I think he's like 20-something days free of liquor, and he's been fasting for like over a week, and he's just on his whole.
He needs that with that
show.
He
does. And yes, he does. And when I seen him tweet it, I said, good for you.
You need that, sir.
I said, this is good for you. That's exactly what I said. This is good for you. Like, I know the guy. But no, for real. So shout outs to him. Give you your flowers, man.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that's
it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's all I got.
Move this bitch into Heat Seekers and wrap this baby up.
Yep. Let's do it.
So Heat Seekers, you guys, if you didn't know, you should know, but we're going to let you know anyways, is our music segment. And it's also our dope ass playlist that we put on all the platforms.
Yep.
Apple, Tidal, Spotify. Everything. Heat Seekers will come through pod playlists, which you can find all the music from all of our seasons 1 through 3.
That's
and we are going to make a new playlist soon because we've realized it's gotten quite long.
It's a little much. It's
but
a little aggressive.
It is, but it's very diverse, and you can just smack it on, and it'll be great. So tap in any of those platforms or click the link in the description below. So what you been listening to, Ash?
So, dun, 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 dun. Bombs.
Uh-oh.
Back on
She's
my
back on.
bullshit. So I am dropping Vibes by Skip, Marley, and Popcaan.
Ooh.
Yes.
Good vibes. Good vibes. No?
Close.
I'm trying.
That was really close.
I'm trying.
I'm taking you never heard the song, but that's very close.
No, I have heard the song. I was really trying.
Oh. Well, let's just skip past that.
Isn't it all we need is good vibes, good vibes? No? Am I thinking of the wrong Afrobeat song? Or maybe you guys, I'm not the music person. We know that. I'm the A and R of the streets, but I don't make the music.
I know what the streets want to hear.
Well, we'll listen to it when we get off so we can double confirm my
vibe.
My guess. My vibe.
Your vibe on Vibes. I like it. It gives me spring, summer, sunshine, skating, beach, cookouts. It gives me that vibe. Sunshine. It gives me sunshine in a song. It makes me really happy.
It's a great time.
That's what I've been listening to. And other than that, I've been on a deep kind of throwback music. I haven't been super satisfied with a lot of the new stuff I'm hearing. So
I think you might have missed a really important drop.
Who?
Blxst, Before You Go, dropped his tape. Yeah.
How the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, you're definitely, this one went right over her head because I know she would like it. Right on brand for Blxst. He's 2 for 2 with his projects. I was so pleased with it. It has a couple of the singles he's already dropped on it. Amazing. I'm actually going to drop a song from this project today. So it's called Before You Go from Blxst. Just dropped it on Friday.
Damn, Ashley, get your game up. That's why you're the AR of the streets.
AR, right. It's A&R, I guess, you guys. So I am going to drop sometimes with Blxst and Zacari, but it's on the Blxst album, or project, I should say.
I've heard that song.
Yes.
That was out.
That was already out.
Yeah, I like that.
And
That's
I really like it. There's a couple other ones that was already out. He has Rick Ross also on this project. Aaron Ray.
Love Aaron Ray. Ready for a new project, bro.
I know. So I think you'll really like it, Ashley. So go tap
Obviously.
in. Also, who did drop a project which I want to shout out because I've really grown to like him is Fredo Bang. He just dropped a project. It is called Two-Face Bang. I like him, and he collabs really well with people. He has Roddy Ricch on here. He has Money Man on here. Sleepy Hollow, which he's done songs with before. So I like him. Give it a whirl. He also did a song with YNW Melly, who just got acquitted of life in prison. So good for him, I guess, right?
Great lawyers, buddy.
Right. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been listening to. Oh, and Megan, we talked about Plan B. She did drop it. We expected it. We were waiting for it.
She
and
should
we love
drop it. It's too
far. She did. No, she did.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be stupid not to.
Right.
Pusha T dropped a project. I have been listening to that, but
yes,
that's by
it's almost dry
because Ray has been playing it nonstop. It's almost dry. Another crack reference. We grow to expect and accept it from him.
Yes.
Crazy beats, great production, and bars up the asshole. So, great shit.
Great shit. Tap in.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good music there for you guys. So go ahead and tap into the playlist. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today. So
that's all I got for you.
I got one for you.
You got
Gacy?
Drop a song, Gacy.
What got into you today, Gacy?
You basically been on the episode.
All right, so I've been on this just because I remember this album. It's AFM Peso.
AFM Peso.
AFM? You need a mic.
Richer Than My Ops.
Richer Than My Ops. I already like it.
Gacy, coming with some heat. Coming with some unexpected
Gacy
heat.
dropping the motherfucking heat on the playlist, okay?
One more time, what is it?
Artist is AFM Peso. And the song is Richer Than My Ops.
AFM Peso. He's
AFM Peso.
About that money.
Okay.
Pesos, baby. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Love it. I'm going to, downloading it now. Can't wait. Is he local, Gacy? LA?
He's local, Vegas. He's similar to the other artists that you guys brought in.
And BJ.
No,
Vinny West.
Both him and
He's similar. Oh, a good ratchet tune.
music.
Yeah.
Love it.
This is definitely that ratchet.
Oh, love it.
Gacy, you get ratchet?
What?
You know.
Oh, I love it.
I feel like I'm learning so much about you this episode.
So outside, we call them sauce.
Sauce.
I love Sauce. That's it. That's what we're calling him. Sauce from now on.
Everybody gets a nickname.
I don't even know Gacy. I don't even know Gacy.
Who is this man? You are an enigma. An enigma.
All right, y'all. Let's wrap this motherfucker up.
I can't talk anymore.
Okay. It's been real, you guys. We're signing out until next Thursday. Your girl, fLexx Luther.
Big flex.
Signing out of the building with my A1 Day 1, my motherfucking dog, Ashley J.
It's me, Ashley J. Y'all know I ask one thing and one thing only. Friends, that you put some respect on my motherfucking name, dog. Hit it for me, fLexx.
Put some respect on it.
Just like that. And until next time.
Subscribe, like, share if you care.
And
Tell your mama to come through.
just like that, drop the theme song. Episode 121, baby.
In the books, baby. Not Ray coming in and distracting Ashley.
It was him and the dog. I'm just kidding.
But we're not. You definitely did. She kept looking at you. What do you want? You missed her already, huh?
He just wanted to see what was up. That's my baby. There goes my baby.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.